used in class. It's got figure drawing in it. It's from Getty. This is what we're looking for. We're looking for the narrative. Telling the story. This was on a bus on our trip. 3/13/2024. There were naked people on the bus. If you get on a bus with naked people, you're probably on the wrong bus. But people just sitting there sleeping, yeah, you probably got a lot. I really like this drawing. Where you get the accidents right there. I really, really like this drawing. I like the flavor of it. You know, the contrast and the affinity of it really works. So you get these accidents. Look at this woman, she's putting on her makeup. It's really fun. Again, playing with the contrast and affinity. So you got the thick lines against the thin lines. It's pretty cool. Just catching the moment. Another naked person on the bus. This is the first time I saw people riding bikes as transportation. In LA, they don't ride bikes for transportation, but in Amsterdam, everybody's got a bike. You're probably more likely to get killed by somebody hitting you with a bike. We're in LA, you know, you get killed by someone in a car. This drawing I like. This one, not that great. You guys drinking. People hanging out. A sketchbook. With some class. If you're interested in figure drawing, we really get down into it at our school. The closest thing you'll get to a studio is to apply it right to the industry. But we have a lot of fun. And all my crazy lectures. Okay, so this was last night. Let's do it. I usually leave a few pages at the end because you might as well put them in the next sketchbook. So, but whatever. Okay, so this is my little package here. See? And so what I have is one pen for the lay-in, you know, the story. I have another one, a little heavier, and then going real heavy. And then I have different colors, see? Okay. And then I just take this and just have a blast with it. Okay. So here's some pictures from people at the Getty. They shouldn't recognize anybody. So this guy, he's got this nice line of action. I don't know if you guys can see it. You got this really nice line of action. Now, when they say line of action in animation, there's really not one line, okay? There's not a one line. But you got this nice flow. Got his legs crossed. Really push him back. So his head started here. Let's see if we put it here. So if I want to do a group, all I have to do is this. I can come back in a month or a year and finish it. Okay. So you want to start coming up with your own shorthand. And it's yours. You know, come up with yours. As long as it's got, you know, cool, bitchin', and wave. Elevators get you through it fast. Escalators, which is this, will get you through it slow. So my favorite part of being an artist is sketching, as we've talked about over and over again. But I had to learn to like it. You know, when you're sitting with some of the best artists in the world, you know, Glenn Villepeu, you know, you're drawing with Glenn, which I did a lot. Or Leonard Robinson is one of the best artists I've ever met. You get pretty humble. So, but now I'm there. I'm having a great time. I'm there meaning I'm having fun. I am Not there meaning I've reached the end of sketching. So if this is going this way, let's go opposite and bring the leg this way. And what's he doing? Maybe he's reading a book. You know, he'd usually be on the phone, but he's at the Getty. You know, he's just relaxing. Okay, so that's the lay-in. As soon as I go with a darker pen, this probably should go away. Can you guys see it okay? Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like this downshitter because you can see both. Okay, and I get to see you. All right, so it doesn't matter, like, you know, here's this conservative looking guy, but, you know, I might want to give him a ponytail so I would really know what direction the head's going. This is the plane for the eyes. I don't need this anymore, really. There we go. He's wearing glasses. I don't need them on this one. But I like the ponytail idea because it brings the head forward. So, you know what? It might be a female, but I think it'll be a guy wearing a ponytail. I'll keep changing genders. Yeah, it's a girl. We just did this because this is an arrow. So let's do this. So this is a guy. This has now become a girl. Because I like this sleeve. That's pretty cool. So, how these lines overlap, that's the important thing. That's got to become second nature, okay? Because that's what I'm looking for, you know, when I'm reviewing a portfolio. Because you got to do 720 of those drawings per minute, you know, of animation. If you're flipping back and forth on your structure, someone's got to go in and fix it. Back at, you know, Warner Brothers, that was me. I mean, I didn't go home. They went home. I didn't. Had to go through, and you have to go back to the keys, the extremes, the breakdowns, the in-between. All because they didn't pay attention. And, you know, what are you going to do? Go in there and yell at them? So I said, okay, fine, thanks. You know, have a good night. And then I call my wife and say, I'm not coming home. I'd stay there till 1 in the morning trying to fix this stuff. It's got to be right. So if you know first how these lines overlap, which is just base figure drawing, which we teach a lot at our school. We start right at the beginning. Then you'll be fine. We start with that stuff. Okay, so maybe she's got a sweater in the back of her chair. And there we go. Right from the start, first day we teach construction. We teach gesture. Little kids. I know who I want my teachers to be as soon as, you know, after they walk in the door a few times. You know, that's right there. There they are. And so usually have like a little nice tap. Because this stuff's gonna bleed really quick. This pen's been bleeding, so I think what I'm gonna do is just tap it. Okay. I learned this from my teacher, Eddie Rayberg. He always had a little pouch with pens in there. He wouldn't go anywhere without him. And then he would draw on the tablecloths, or he would draw right on the plates. A funny guy. He was amazing. And that's where I got it. You know, I spend as much time with Glenn Vilppu as I have. He's always drawing. He's constantly drawing. You know, and that's a good thing. Look at that thing. Just, wow. Look at how this thing just completely, but I fill them in pretty intense. I put a lot of ink in here. at the school when the kids need refills. I give them a lot of ink. Alright, so we got that. I want to get some contrast here. I want to find the green. I have a green in here. I fill them up with different colors. Alright, here we go. Here's the green. So open it up over a cloth because it's gonna bleed out. So we'll give her a green blouse. And then she's got a red, so I'm really going to go for the compliments. She's got a red sweater. Goes over the chair. And she's reading a book, and it's got some red in it. So there you go. So we're going to go. Whoop. And she's in this chair. You can take a darker gray and use it. You know, lights come in here, so wherever there's no light, you got the gray, use it on the green, on the red, brown, a little in the eye. So you need to know your cross contours. It's all in the videos. So remember, you can go, you know, get some really detailed videos on the YouTube. There's 350 of them. If you want a class in video, just download them. You just go to PayPal. Just go to the website, sheldonsartacademy.com. It just walks you right through it, and you get a whole class, like a whole set of videos. We have our textbooks, which will walk you right through it, and you could also go to the school. So if you live far away, you can zoom in. Furthest we've had someone zoom in was India on a regular basis, and he's teaching now. You know, I see him online. He's a teacher now. They grow up. I was tough on him though. I was probably the toughest on him because I knew he was going to go somewhere. And there we go. And that's sketching. So we went from this to this. See it? All right, we'll do some more.